Hey everybody, John back here today. Today's day 4 of this 30-day Build in Public challenge. So today, what I wanted to talk about today was another kind of like business model for building websites online. And that model is the programmatic SEO model. And basically, the way programmatic SEO works is you kind of find like a data set that you can use to build out templated pages for a website that are kind of like all the pages are kind of similar, right? But they have like different data in the back end, and it's all kind of displayed in the same format, but the content ends up being different on the page. And I'm going to give you an example of one of these that I actually built. There's a lot of these that are pretty popular. Some of them are actually like big websites. So I'll show you first an example of kind of like what I'm talking about here. Let me share real quick. Share screen. Okay, yeah, you should be able to see me. All right. So like what I did here was I just searched for best Florida or best hotel Florida, right? And you'll see like all these different sites like US Travel News, Luxury Link. Like a lot of these are just like regular affiliate articles, like this Condé Nast one. I'm pretty sure is a regular just affiliate article. They get paid if somebody books at booking.com. But I know they have like a bunch of these. Um, like they have an LA one, Angela. I don't know. I probably spelled it wrong. But anyway, I'm pretty sure they have one. Oh, Los Angeles. Sorry, everybody in LA. But yeah, so these I don't know. They might be programmatic, they might not. But this is not like the best example. This one here on U.S. News, best hotels in Florida. They're ranking pretty high for this, right? And it's all just this database driven information about hotels. And this is like a really good example of what a programmatic SEO site might look like. And then they're also using Booking.com. So pretty sure they're just getting paid affiliate commission if you click through and book at Booking.com. But it's another example of just kind of like um, using a database to build out a page where you don't have to have a user create every single page. And another example here we see is hotels.com, right? Same kind of model. This is all programmatic. They're bringing in all this information from like different hotel systems, and they're making money when you book through them. The one I was going to talk about today is kind of in this similar range. So like I was searching for things like a while ago, like how many calories or here we go in an apple, right? And there's all these different sites. You can see like Google's taking a shot at it now, so they're probably like cutting off some of the traffic because they're answering the question directly. But you'll see a lot of these pages like this here, this Nutrition IX. They have a ton of these pages that are all programmatic, and there's like nothing to them. It just says apple and it lists the calories, right? Like there's nothing, there's no content on this page. Like it used to rank a little bit higher. There is like a Google update going on right now. Um, I'm pretty sure it started yesterday. So some of these things are getting a little mixed up. So you'll see like Harvard is actually ranking first for this, and they actually have like an article about it, which is actually decent. But for a long time, you would see like all these like calorie sites ranking, right? I'm sure there's like plenty of other ones, but um, basically, I think they're all just powered by this USDA food database, and they're just programmatic pages. They have like a page for every type of food you could think of, right? And it's all the same, and it's all just driven by a database. So I took this idea and I wanted to expand it into the keto diet niche because I was on keto diet at the time, and I would always like Google like, hey, how many carbs are in potato, right? Like, and it's a lot. But anyway, I built this site. It's called Keto or Not, and yeah, it's basically just intended for people to find out if the food they're eating is keto or not. And It's actually driven by that USDA database, and I built it out for like a ton of different foods. So let's just take a look at one like bacon, right? So it's just built out. It just uses that database. It calculates the net carbs for bacon, tells you if it's keto friendly or not. Unless you check prices on Amazon, but bacon's not the best example um, because you probably have to get it delivered through the I don't know, I forget what the fresh food service is for Amazon, but whatever that's called. So it shows you is bacon keto friendly. Yes, it's keto friendly. Has two net carbs according to my ketometer I made. Shows you the calorie breakdown, the nutrition information. Um, some related items, which is where I make commissions if somebody buys them. Like you could buy these pork rinds or something. If somebody buys these, I'd make like a couple cents. And then it wasn't like they weren't really ranking that well. So I decided like to add this section here, which is content generated from the GPT APIs from OpenAI, and I basically just I provided all the information that I gathered from the USDA food database to kind of ground it, and I provided it as like I guess RAG content you would call it. So it's retrieval augmented generation, I think is what it stands for. But in short, you give it some information to say, hey, this is the facts, and then write about it this way so it doesn't tend to hallucinate quite as much. So I added some of that content. This is just more information. I guess this is kind of like repeat information about from like the nutrition facts, but I think the idea I did here was like people are searching for this stuff, so I wanted to make sure it was in the page. And then there's just an affiliate offer here at the bottom for a keto diet plan that you can get. And then on the right, some related questions. These are just driven off the category. So bacon is just a foundational food. So you're going to see like other things like apples and things like that, right? But like this apple, not keto friendly, pretty much the same. This is kind of like the first model I went with where I was generating content using GPT 3.5. And not as in depth, right? You can see it's just like three paragraphs. Looks like pretty standard AI content. I built this page out using Ruby on Rails. So it's like the only site I have that's not WordPress because for the scale I was going for, I didn't think WordPress would work out well. And I just wanted to develop something. So it was just like a kind of like a free time thing. And I haven't got to develop anything for a while. So I did this. And let's see, let's look at the search real quick. Right. So like Red Bull, regular Red Bull, not keto friendly, right? Shows all the information, gives you some keto friendly like alternatives. The algorithm I built for this is not the greatest, but it like it's pretty close. It's a drink that's zero sugar, and if you refresh, I think there's different products that will come in here. A lot of them are these Virgils because they're zero sugar drinks. But yeah, same thing, same idea. One thing I was kind of proud of, which it doesn't matter that much, but there's a page speed tester from Google, and this site, I spent a lot of time kind of like optimizing it for performance, and it's also hosted on Heroku, so the more resources it uses, the more it costs me. So I spent a lot of time kind of like optimizing the resources and trying to get the page speed load down and everything like that. So I don't know what it is, but I'm going to take a look and see. I think it's pretty good as far as like performance goes. Like a lot of times in mobile, you'll only see like people getting 60 or 70%. This one's getting an 83. And then like accessibility, best practice SEO 100. This used to be a little bit higher, but I think they just tweaked their ratings a little bit. They're going to focus on like I don't know what it's called, but it's like next page paint as like a key metric. So there'll be that, but so it's pretty fast. It's going to need like a little bit more optimization, but I'm not putting that much effort into this. So basically, what happened was I built this kind of like a few years ago. As you see, it's not a big site. It's getting like 388 clicks over the last 3 months, right? But you can see like it was getting none for the longest time, and then it just started kind of like showing signs of life. And what happened was, I think when I built the site, there was some kind of indexing issue with Google, and the pages just never really got indexed. If you take a look at like this pages report, you'll see like nothing indexed, nothing indexed, nothing indexed, nothing. Oh, okay, all these pages started coming indexed. What I did was I didn't really know what was going on, so I kind of gave up on the site. But then one day I was like, I'm just going to regenerate all the sitemaps, which should give them like a new timestamp, and then Google should take a look at them again. And then it started indexing pages. So you can see we have 365,000 pages indexed. That is an accurate number, given the number of items in the database. And that kind of started to equate to pages showing up in search results. Um, and you can see this is not always like 100% accurate because there's like 388 clicks, but only one click showing down here. Google kind of like hides some data from you. But like I said, not a huge site, but I just wanted to give an example of how programmatic SEO works. And once the pages started to get indexed, we started to see some traffic. I decided to use this tool called URL Monitor to basically what it does is every day it looks at the sitemap and it checks to see if a page is indexed. If it's not indexed, it submits it to the index for you. And you can see like 2,318 pages have been indexed by this tool, and 8,700 are in progress. It basically just uses Google's indexing API, which is free, but you have to build out the script. I had a script that would like read from a CSV file and request indexing, but this tool kind of like has like retrying built in and has like the ability to check and keep updated on whether or not indexing was successful. It can handle multiple API keys, so it can rotate them because there's a limit on like 200 requests per day per API key, but you can add like 10 API keys for one property, and then you could get like up to 2,000, I think. So it does a lot of that kind of stuff. Also, like read the sitemap, and it gives you all this like cool information about whether or not it can be crawled, whether it is crawled, and whether or not the URL is indexed, or you can inspect it in the Search Console. So if we take a look, you'll see this URL is indexed. Here's the information about it. And so yeah, so I think I solved the indexing problem. I'm going to see how the site grows, but um, yeah, it's an example of programmatic SEO. Programmatic SEO is a little bit controversial because, as you can see, I built 365,000 pages, and I guess like some people would probably consider that to be web spam, but it kind of just depends, right? Like when people land on this page, it is providing some value, whether or not it's generated programmatically or not. But yeah, it's just a little bit of a controversial topic. Some people just think it's spam. I understand that there's like that opinion, but I tried to at least make the site provide some value. And the play here, as far as getting traffic, is really hitting these long tail keywords. Um, so, like, is like hummus keto friendly, but like also people are looking for specific brands of hummus. So the idea is that we would pick up some traffic on these very long tail keywords. Like nobody's going to search for this actual keyword, but like somebody might search for like Taylor Farms hummus. Is Taylor Farms hummus keto or something, right? So that's the idea, is just to pick up that long tail traffic where there's not a lot of competition. I'm never really probably going to rank um, this site for like our almonds keto friendly, but I might rank it for our blue diamond almonds keto friendly or something like that. So that's where I'm like, that's the goal, to pick up traffic. Probably like once it would pick up traffic, I would add some display ads. But for right now, I'm just trying to keep the user experience in mind and using these Amazon product boxes. So I think that's all I'm going to talk about for today. And then I'll be back tomorrow with um, another kind of idea. I gotta think about what I'm going to talk about, but probably another different kind of business case in around building websites and monetizing them. So Hopefully somebody found this one interesting. If you did, please subscribe or comment. And I'll be back tomorrow. Thanks.